Okay.
Well, howdy doody there, kids.
Hello, kids. Hi, Krusty.
Hello, Patty.
Well, Krusty, I've been thinking about a question I wanted to ask you.
All right, shoot, woman.
Well, I was wondering, would you consider yourself a shy person?
No, but I'm afraid to talk to people.
Well, that's kind of what I mean by shy, Krusty.
Well, but my favorite talking person is my horse. We talk together long into the night, and I talk to my horse all day, and I ain't scared at all to talk to my horse. But I must say that sometimes in front of human beings, like people type beings, I get kind of tongue-tied and quiet.
Well, that's very interesting because today's story from the Bible is about how some shy persons became very brave and not afraid of people anymore because of the Holy Spirit.
Oh, well, I like to hear about them people.
So anyway, this story begins in a place called the temple.
Okay, well, so far this is very interesting, except I don't know what a temple is.
Well, a temple is like a church building, Krusty, where people go to pray to God and to sing.
Okay, all right, so, what happened at the temple?
Well, there was a man, see, this man who used to sit on the sidewalk near the temple every day.
My mom don't let me sit on the sidewalk. She says, son, get up. You ain't sitting on no sidewalk.
Well, this man had to sit in the sidewalk, Krusty, because this particular man was lame.
He was what? He was a lamb?
No, he was lame, Krusty, not a lamb.
Well, you might have to tell me what lame means.
Well, lame means that he couldn't walk. His legs were no good, Krusty. His feet and his legs didn't work.
Oh, I feel kind of bad for that guy. Well, maybe he ain't got no toes?
No, he had toes, but his toes didn't work.
Well, maybe he needs to go to the toe store and get some toes.
Krusty, there's no such thing as a toe store.
Oh, well, what happened to that guy? Did he have an accident or something?
No, he was born like that.
Oh,
When he was a little baby, his mommy and daddy thought that he was going to walk like the other children, but he couldn't walk.
oh, he couldn't walk. And so that means that he couldn't play tag, and he couldn't race, and he couldn't play jump rope, and he couldn't play Simon Says. He couldn't have no fun when he was a little kid.
That's right, it was very sad, Krusty.
I think maybe God was mad at him, and so he punished him and make him not walk.
No, that's not what happened. God didn't punish him. God had a big plan, a happy surprise for that man.
Okay, get to the good part, Patty.
Well, what happened is he was sitting at the temple one day like he always did every morning, sitting on the sidewalk, and he put his hat on the floor, and he was hoping that people would put some money in his hat.
Oh, I see. But tell me, why did that man want some money, Patty?
Well, he wanted some money because he needed to eat. And so he was hoping that people would put like a penny or a nickel or a dime or a quarter in his hat so that he could get something to eat at the end of the day.
Oh, so did people put a lot of money in his hat?
Well, I think sometimes people put money in his hat, but after a while, I think that the people didn't even notice him anymore. They didn't pay any attention because he was always there, like a chair or a trash can or something.
Oh, I know how that feels, Patty. Sometimes when my mommy and daddy have a party at home and there's a lot of big people at the party, then my mommy and daddy don't pay much attention to me because they're busy talking to the big people. Even if I pull on my mommy's apron, sometimes she's too busy to talk to me. So I know how that feels.
So that man must have been very sad, right?
Right.
But God had a special plan. God's Holy Spirit. Do you remember the Spirit we talked about last week? The great Holy Spirit that Jesus sent?
I do recall that.
Well, the Holy Spirit whispered to two of Jesus's friends, I have a job for you. I want you to go see that lame man at the temple.
Wait a minute. There's a little problem with your story, Patty, because you told me last week that Jesus' friends were scared and they were shy and they were hiding in a room.
Yes, but Jesus told them, look, stay in this room. I'm going to send you a special helper, the Holy Spirit, and he's going to take away your shy personality and he's going to make you not afraid anymore. You won't be afraid to talk about me to anyone.
Oh, that's really good. I would like to have a little of that myself, Patty.
So these two friends of Jesus named John and Peter walked to the temple, and there was that man, that lame man, sitting on the sidewalk. And they walked right up to the man, and the man thought they were going to give them some money.
So did they give that man some money?
No, they told the man, we don't have any money.
Wait a minute, that doesn't sound like a very good ending to your story, Patty.
They said to the man, we have something better than money for you.
Better? My Uncle Mortimer says that money is the best thing and there's nothing better than money.
Well, there is something better than money, and that man found out. They said to the man, sir, stand up and walk.
Well, they told that man to walk, but he doesn't know how to walk.
Yes, but God did a miracle. Do you know what a miracle, Krusty, is, Krusty?
Yes, a miracle is something that's impossible and only God can do, like walking on the water or talking to the waves or something like that. Is that right?
That's right. So they told the man, please stand up. And you know what?
What?
He stood up.
For the first time in his whole life, that man stood up on his own feet. Then what happened after that, Patty?
After that, he was so happy. He was thanking Peter and John. He was thanking God. And he followed them into the temple and he started to dance in the temple.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not good. My mommy told me that I'm not allowed to dance in the church.
Well, Krusty, I bet you that if a miracle happened to you and you could suddenly walk, it would be perfectly okay for you to dance in the church that day.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Well, once again, you have come up with an excellent story that I shall take home with me and think about through the whole week.
Well, good, Krusty. So, what are you going to tell your friends about this story?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have to be shy anymore. I can tell my friends. I will ask for God to fill me with the Holy Spirit, and so I will not be afraid to talk to anybody about Jesus. And I will tell them that God's Holy Spirit makes shy persons brave.
That's right, Krusty. We have a great God. So that's this week's lessons, kids.
Well, it was a very good lesson for me, Patty. And I will see you children next week. And I'm sure that Patty will return to tell us another story next week.
Okay, bye-bye, kids.
I gotta go.